Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're back with Lost in Space. This is probably like our second last video, maybe, because as you see, we're gonna be talking about the series as a whole. We're gonna be talking about season 3 and also the ending. In particular, if you when you saw the final episode, you saw my title name was like Penny teases a spinoff or maybe a season 4, whatever it may be. But so I knew I had to look it up because I'm gonna watch a couple videos and then I'm gonna look up if there's any news, like if they confirmed, oh, we're doing a season 4 and it's gonna be a totally different story, or oh hey, we're doing a spinoff series. But before you get into this, make sure you thumbs up and subscribe, and let's get it. All right, this first video is gonna be by the Ruby Tuesday. So we got like 3 videos right here. We're gonna see if we see any other ones worth watching later on. But let's get it. See what he has to say.
Hi and welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. My name is Ruby and this is me talking about Lost in Space Season 3 ending and the possibility of a Season 4. Alright, let's get into it. There's major spoilers ahead, so if you don't want to know any spoilers, don't watch this video or come back later and watch it. So if you've seen all 8 episodes of Season 3, you would have seen how it ended towards those last few moments. You see Will Robinson and Robot. He's told his family he's off to go and explore the galaxy. The universe. He said he'll be back for Christmas, and it ends on that kind of Avengers moment, or that hero moment where everybody's gone through battle. They're all battle worn and tired, but they're sitting around a table of food and it all feels nicely complete. They survived the battle, but maybe there are more adventures to go. However, the director had said that there's only 3 stories and it was always considered to be a trilogy, and there are going to be no more. Except there is this quote. From the beginning, we've always viewed this particular story of the Robinsons as a trilogy, Estreen said. A 3-part...
Hold on, you gotta notice of the Robinsons, but I'm gonna let him continue though.
Adventure with a clear beginning, middle, and end. It's also worth noting that with what these characters go through, just trying to survive each episode, if anyone deserves to catch their breath before their next mission, it's
next
Will,
mission?
Penny, Judy, Maureen, John, Don West, Dr. Smith, and the robot. And of course, Debbie
the chicken. Okay. I just wanted to pause to say, am I the only one who's just gonna call her June? I say that because that is your name. I'm not calling you Dr. Smith. You are not Dr. Smith.
But as we saw with Will, he's now starting to explore other worlds. As you saw on that one world, he's there at the end, and it looks like there's dinosaurs, and it's kind of swampy. Reminds me a little bit of Star Wars Dagobah. And
fake ass Brachiosaurus.
Nah,
they was already on Dagobah with Sar, the other robots, and that big like worm thing.
Even in the book that was being written by the daughter, she said, not the end of the story, but end of the chapter. So
exactly,
we know that they're definitely suggesting between the writing, between the ending, between Will being another planet, and what the director said, that we're gonna get more. Won't be a season 4. It'll probably be Will Robinson Adventures Season 1 or something like that.
Yeah,
who knows what they'll
different
call
spin-off.
it. Let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think they should call it? Who should be involved? What would you like to see? Let's chat below. Thanks so much for watching, but most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.
Couldn't have said it any better. But at first I didn't think he was, because this said December 1st. Man had to kill all them episodes in one day. But yeah, he first went to the quote. I didn't even know he's gonna bring up the what Penny said at the end when she was writing her book. But let's go in and check out the next video. All right, this one is by the Binge Zone. Both of these December 1st. I'm late as hell, bruh. You see this? And this is not even the date the video's finna drop.
That's when Robot sacrifices himself and merges with Will Robinson in a way that he is a part of Will's heart. And when Sar tries to kill Will again, the robot infiltrates Sar and essentially takes him over and reprograms Sar by downloading his own programming from his heart.
See, I understand the whole robot going into Sar's body, but I still, like, I literally just edited that video. So and I recorded that video like almost a month ago. Like, it's been like at least 2 to 3 weeks. But one, when you got stabbed, that's still a puncture wound. Two, yeah, I know you got like the robot's a part of you. You got like a, what they say, a mechanical heart or whatever, artificial heart, XYZ. But still, I still don't get the logistics of that whole thing. It's not like Marvel's What If with Ultron, and you shoot the arrow and then it downloads like whatever. Who is it? I can't even remember your name. The Hydra scientist. I can't think of it at the top of my head. I feel like it starts with a Z or a H. Zola. Like, it's not like that. So I still don't get the logistics on that. Alright, and this is the last video. This Bryce Edward Brown.
Really good thing and one really bad thing just happened. The good thing being Lost in Space Season 3 just came out, but the show also ended, and Season 3 is the final season, which is the not good thing. As someone who is stuck with this show from the beginning, I wanted to talk about the newer Lost in Space universe now that we can look at everything in its entirety.
What I will say is this is probably one of the shows that that when it ended, I'm like, it was a good ending, and then it just like get canceled. A lot of shows either don't have good endings or they get canceled. I'm just thinking about this because you see the date. That day, I should have known, but on that day, Dexter New Blood finale. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Scarecrow, and perhaps the most creative name out of the bunch,
exactly,
Robot.
like
Oh,
Robot.
and before we begin,
No matter where I go, I thought I was gonna get a video on it, but somehow, some way, I always end up back at Looper, bruh. And I ain't talking about the Joseph Gordon-Levitt movie, bruh. All right, the thrilling saga of Netflix's Lost in Space series came to. All right, let's go ahead into when they, start talking about. Okay. With two of the show's most beloved characters. Okay. Will and the Robot could traverse the stars together in a new spinoff. Will and Robot, the latter being the original robot he first befriended in the series start, have certainly been through a lot during the series' limited run. Specifically, if I miss words, like, that's just me reading fast, like, but it's the same gist. In the final season, Robot sacrifices himself to repair Will's mechanical heart after it stops beating, and his sacrifice inspires his ally robots to join the side of the humans in the coming battle. Later, Will is stabbed in the heart by the leader of the evil robots, and a piece of robot living inside Will leaps out and takes control of the other robot's body, essentially being revived in his efforts to protect Will one last time. In the epilogue, we see Will. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. And then, okay. Wow, awesome. Cool. Good talk, y'all. Good talk. That's going to be it for the talk about the spinoff. Maybe it's just like my browser, because it be showing me things I'm not trying to look for, and then it doesn't show me the things I'm trying to look for. But I guess that's all the info I'm about to get on that. I guess maybe they just left it open, like I was just speaking about Dexter, like some original Dexter series stuff. But so I'm gonna just talk briefly on season 1 and 2, because I already talked about those before. But and then we're gonna really be talking about season 3. But season 1, I think season 1, I'm trying to remember, like, what was season 1 was kind of, it had like one of the best starts of like any show that I watched, especially on this channel. And then y'all know how I got into it with the mom. I have to say it for old time's sake, especially if I'm talking about season 1. So that kind of like threw me off a little bit in the decision making. Like, I'm someone who watches a lot of things that has to do with survival or like sci-fi, like things that are life and death. So I'm very critical on decision making in those type of scenarios. So the first thing was, we're gonna go through the whole timeline with it. You go in space and you see, hey, we could die in this planet in months. Now, unless they're jumping around in the timeline, you said months, maybe a year type stuff. But the planet, y'all literally flew off the planet just in time for it to get destroyed. That was maybe weeks. Anyways, you see, this planet is dying. Okay. So instead of, okay, y'all, let's put our heads together. Like, we don't have any fuel. Let's put our heads together to get off this planet. Next scene later, I found this out. Oh, we're taking aside. Listen, I know your character had a name, but you didn't come back for season 2, so your character, you're just Shang Tsung, my boy. But let's just how they did in season 2. Let's just take his character out of it. Let's say he never existed. So you're the only one who knows this information. Okay, you share it with your husband. Honestly, even with your family, like, but no, you just share it with your husband. And you're saying, you're contemplating if you should tell anyone or not. That was dumb as hell. Let's say Penny never heard you at all. Okay. And then that part when y'all was in the tar pit, if y'all died right there, that information would have died with y'all. Everyone on that planet would have died. They would have been like, okay, let's find a solution. Okay, we don't want to lose the Resolute. It would have been somewhat of a rush. But, or even that, if the Resolute, I don't know if the Resolute figured it out, or if I don't remember if she told them, or if this was something that happened off camera, or they figured out by themselves. But let's say the Resolute didn't even know either. So the Resolute was gonna stick around until they got y'all. So y'all had no need to rush because the Resolute was not gonna leave y'all. Oh yeah, I think they did know, but let's say they didn't. Because they said they were gonna leave regardless. Y'all be in no rush to try to get off the planet. Oh, we have all time to really do this. There's no reason we gotta rush into this. So now everyone on that planet dies because you didn't want to say anything. Now, let's just say we're getting ahead of ourselves. Go back to when the second thing. You're not telling anyone. Oh, there's a Jupiter that has fuel that can that hasn't been touched by the ills and the ice. So let's go get this fuel. I don't remember why you said you couldn't go. I don't know if it's because I knew you were injured at like the beginning of the series, like your leg or something like that. But I think that was healed by then. Or maybe Judy told you, like, don't walk on that. Instead of at least telling Judy, if you're going to have to tell anyone, at least tell Judy. You say nothing. Don't go along. You just say, bring the fuel back. I promise, Mom, I'll bring the fuel back. Get there. We have this situation where, okay, this one kid trying to do tricks and shit in the first place. All right. we can't save him. We gotta do XYZ. Oh no, we're gonna save him. We're gonna lose fuel. Doesn't matter. We're gonna save him. And then he died anyway. But if Judy, if Judy would have made the same decision and she knew that information, then I'll be able to split the blame. Other reasons why, like, I'll be talking about the mom, I wouldn't have to say that. By the way, if people like are getting ready to click off the video or already have, I'm gonna do one more Lost in Space video. It's gonna be a tier list of the characters. Anyways, then I could be like, okay, Judy, you did this, the mom did this, and it'll be like a character flaw. It wouldn't just be that character this, that character that. So let's just say Judy would have made the decision to save the fuel if she known, but she didn't. So, or we will never know because we never got that chance, because you couldn't even tell your own family. You should have told everyone, but you couldn't even tell your own family, or at least told people who can make a difference. Like, everyone could put their heads together. Like, eventually everyone would know, but at first, but no. Then, when they only have enough fuel for one Jupiter, Victor tries to take the ship. At that point, Victor, if you're the main character, I'll be like, you have to look at stories like, if this character was the main character, how would you look at the story? That's why I don't be talking too crazy on June. She be doing some stuff, and I'm like, what? Like, you got lucky. If June didn't get lucky, I'll be perfectly fine with her character. She be kind of iffy in moments, but I'll be totally fine with her character. It just be some moments I'm like, you got lucky, so I'm like, I don't know what to think of you. But if the Victor was the main character in that moment, this character lied about XYZ, hid information. Yeah, I'm saving my family. He said he'll come back. And, like, he will be the main character, so you'll believe that he'll come back unless he's shown that he's a terrible person. But he ended up being cool in the end. But, so those are, like, 3 things that happen. Then that's within 2 episodes. So you see what happens. Or 2 to 3 episodes. So, Victor and him trying to leave was a result of you not telling anyone. Okay, we can let this go. Just like Penny's my favorite character on the show, I was talking about some of the decisions she was making the first, like, 2 to 3 episodes. But she's grown to be one of my favorite characters. She might have her little moments. It's kind of like, all right, Penny, chill out. And she's good in the scene or two. Like, she's never the whole episode. So you think, okay, you'll learn from your mistakes. Literally the next episode, you hide information instead of, hey, Dr. Smith, or I don't even know what her name is because she's been lying about who she is. She's dangerous. She's in the garage. Don't mess with her. Just like with the decision with the field with Judy. If Judy would have if she would have known that information and made that decision to try to save that one person, then I would have been on her. Just like if you gave him the whole story, hey, June's not to be Dr. Smith is not to be trusted. I don't even know her name, XYZ. Don't go in the garage. We're keeping her there until we figure out who she really is, and she could be a danger to us all, XYZ. And Will would have let her out. You could either chalk it up as Will is a naive little kid, or Will, what are you doing? Either way, it would have been Will's fault. But no, you didn't learn from your decisions. You just said, don't go in the garage. Of course, Will's going to eventually go in the garage. He's a kid. He's a naive, hopeful kid. Of course, he's going to go in the garage. Or if anyone else went in the garage. Now, Judy, she would have known what's up because she was the one who relayed you that information. But y'all didn't, no one else. And then Judy, we're not even going to get to that, being super suspicious, trying to call up June. But You dang. I think that's why one of my least viewed videos is talking about June, because I put her name in it instead of Dr. Smith. Even the creators call her Dr. Smith, even though y'all told us her name is June. But what was I saying? Oh, I don't even know why I said oh, like I remember what I was saying. Okay, I'm gonna just continue, and if I remember, then I'll remember where I was at. But you left her there. Then the saint just said, "Don't go in the garage." You acting like I'm saying, "Don't go into the storage room that no one gets storage from. They just throw the stuff in there. No one goes in there." No, this is the garage. The I forget what they're called, dude. Let's just say the Rover, because I can't think of it right now. Y'all be like, dude, do you not watch the show? Listen, when you record as many videos as I do, intake as much as I do, you'll forget some things, especially on the fly. But and we got lots of equipment, important stuff in the garage. So even if I wasn't just disobeying and being a naive little kid, I need to go get this from the garage. Like, oh, parents aren't here. Let me just go get it real quick. Dr. Smith, what are you doing in there? Blah, blah, blah. And how that would have unveiled would have been a different story. Then we get to the end of the season. You keep talking crazy about June, even though some situations, like if I'm her, I'm just like, yeah, I'm good on you. Like, you could skedaddle. But nah, she's just like, okay, screw it. Okay, we'll do this. Fine, we'll do this. But when it was flipped, that was why I couldn't really root for y'all, because I'm like, I know if it was the other way around, then she's the bad guy. Or if it's reversed and like y'all are in charge and she isn't, y'all gonna do her just like how y'all did her. Now, on to season 2. She's been prisoner for 7 months. Still talking crazy. And the thing with me, I was like, Penny and Will, y'all could talk crazy. Just not too much. Y'all could talk crazy because y'all earned y'all talking crazy badges. John, you didn't really get yours until, season 2. And Judy, you didn't get yours till like into season 2, season 3. And the mom, you didn't get yours until like season 3. Like, let's be honest. I was still not messing with you season 2. But yeah, season 2. You got her trapped for 7 that's 7 years before 7 months. She helps y'all escape. Y'all don't give a shit. No one says anything. No one cares. I didn't even remember what happened after. I think they went up into the atmosphere, and then the Resolute was like, "Hey, we never left?" ? Or no, I think they needed repairs. Listen, it's been a while. It's been a while on that. But season 2 as a whole, okay, let's start it on that planet, that one little strip of land, and ended with the aliens attacking the ship. I'll probably say, for me, alright, season 1, I'll say is lots of highs, and then there's a couple lows. The lows I just mentioned. And then season 2, which is kind of, it's constantly. It was just constant. And then I kind of didn't know where they were going with the end. And I was like, okay, we're here, XYZ. I thought they was going to do a full heel turn on June. I'm not even going to lie to you. I was like, okay, it could be interesting, because I like seeing face turn to heel turns, just as long as, like, it's a character that I could kind of rock with, or like see their side of the story, or care to see their side of the story. Like Joffrey, you don't get no face turn. I'm not caring. I'm not like, bro. No, sir. Anyway, season 3. I'm trying to think, was there an episode I didn't like? I think probably the slowest episode was it Stuck? The episode when it was in Dagobah. I'm calling it Dagobah. Yeah, I think that was probably the only episode that was not like on the same level as the others. I don't want to say it sucked. It didn't really suck. And it wasn't really like boring. It was just kind of nothing really big happened. It was just kind of the character building episode, I guess. But what did suck was that we got less episodes this season, man. That hurt me. But yeah, season 3. It was a bittersweet moment watching that last episode, cause I think Penny's she's made it to one of my favorite characters in the show. I don't know, she just got the whole vibe about her. Like, I mess with a lot of the charisma of the show, like of the actors and actresses on the show. The two that I'm thinking about the most is June and Penny. Like, June, if you're a different actress, I don't know if I'll look at you the same. But like in scenes where, maybe that's why I kind of like don't like when people talk about you, cause those scenes when you're not really vibing with them, I'm not really, how do I explain it? Like, the scenes when you're getting along with everyone, even when I see some underlying things that you know what I'm saying, some facial expressions that are like, you're up to no good, I vibe with the charisma. And Penny, like I said when I first started the show, like, if you were a darker character, but like if you're the same character but darker, not color wise, dude, but like tone. And like if you're the same character but in a darker tone, you could be Negan's daughter with it. Not your actions and values, but like how you go on through progress through your series, respective series. Now Negan's much more brutal, but if y'all were on the same side, y'all will be like father and daughter, dude. But yeah, I mess with the charisma when it comes to John. Judy at times too. Sometimes Judy be saying some stuff and I'm like, okay, Judy. It's just I can't look at you the same after season 1. Same thing with the mom. The mom, like, if I never had season 1 and maybe half of season 2, like, I wonder how I would view you. And the thing, like, that's the thing. Episode 1, season 1, I didn't like John. Well, I didn't dislike him, but if on a scale of 1 to 10, 5 is being like, have no opinion, 1 being I don't like you, 10 being you're my favorite, John would have been like a 4. It was a little dislike, but I didn't really care that much about him. You could have switched just like that, but you kept it going for a season and a half, so I can't look at you the same. Don, you was my guy, and then you just got less and less screen time, and it's just like, I forget you're there sometimes, bro, and I'm like, that is tough. Then y'all want to say in season 3, what do you think we are? And I'm like, yeah, I guess y'all are family off screen, but like season 1 y'all are more of a family. Like, but I'm trying to see if we get in the spinoff, man. But I've been recording for 40 minutes, so y'all gonna have to catch me on we're gonna talk more about the characters specifically in that character tier list. It should be I think it's dropping in exactly a week, or that might be a different video that I'm thinking of for a different show. But let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. If you liked the video, be sure you drop like, subscribe, share with your friends. Stay tuned for the next one. It's been a reaction. Not a reaction. It's been a video about the world's coolest nerd, and I'm out. Peace.